This plague is spreading everywhere.
2 or 3 people have been executed every single day.
People are assassinated, placed in trunks, left with banners indicating that this is what happens to individuals who are seeking to stop the cartels.
I have seen it many times. Adults, women, teenagers, beat up and made to understand or pay up. And if they don't, then it's death. We just do what needs to be done.
The cartels and the people that work for the cartels have no regard for human life, ours or the Mexican citizens.
It won't ever end. Everyone is making too much money.
More Americans than ever fear it. The Justice Department calls it the biggest organized crime threat to the United States. It's the relentless criminal invasion into this country, pouring in through a porous Mexican border. Today, 20,000 violent gangs and over 500,000 criminal aliens operate in at least 230 U.S. cities. Mexican gangs even send armed assassins into Arizona to guard their drug shipments. Shipments that flow freely into America. And decent people like Rob Krentz, a compassionate Arizona rancher and lifetime NRA member, are caught in the crossfire and murdered in cold blood on their very own property. It's an unprecedented disgrace, mismanaged by the current administration, sanctioned by a Congress that gives Mexican President Felipe Calderon a standing ovation when he calls for gun bans in our country. It's all blamed on American gun owners by lawmakers who are twisting the facts to fit their anti-gun agenda. Well, it's time to take back our freedom. Please watch this NRA News report about this criminal contagion invading our country. And then I'll tell you how to help stop it, as well as how to get this free safe book, packed with instructions on how to safeguard your family.
It's a deadly turf war. Rival Mexican drug cartels battling for control of smuggling routes, power, and money. And our firearm freedoms are caught in the crosshairs.
You have a criminal enterprise that almost operates like an intelligence service. They have more money than groups like Al-Qaeda to purchase weapons. They can buy everything from people to intelligence agents. They can buy cops on both sides of the border.
They're bad, but what's worse is we're outmanned and we're outgunned.
Cartels have more weapons than the military does. Cartels have stockpiles of weapons, ammunition.
At least 80% of the narco traffickers' weapons are fully automatic.
People really want is the AK-47, and it's very cheap.
They have fragment grenades, bazookas, and 50 caliber machine guns.
When they talk about grenade launchers, grenades, you're not going to go out here in the United States and buy it in the store. It anchors me that they blame the U.S. for everything.
Not only blaming the U.S., but political leaders from both sides of the border continue to perpetuate a lie, insisting that 90% of the guns in the hands of the cartels come from this country.
Nearly 90%.
90%?
90%.
More than 90% of the guns recovered in Mexico come from the United States.
It makes a very nice soundbite if you're trying to achieve a political agenda. But it is a numbers game. You can make this data look in whatever direction you like.
It's a bunch of crap, a bunch of bull.
You got to be kidding me. It's like Dr. Phil on steroids. Every problem that they have down in Mexico is our problem here in America.
And Mexican President Calderon did it again, standing in our Congress and berating America and our Second Amendment, urging us to reinstate the assault weapons ban.
There is one issue where Mexico needs your cooperation, and that is stopping the flow of assault weapons and other deadly arms across the border.
But that's not what members of the cartel told us.
We get weapons from Honduras and El Salvador. We don't care about your laws here. We can get weapons anywhere.
Majority of the weapons are not coming from the U.S. 3/4 of the weapons that the cartel gets is supplied by the military.
Yes, the Mexican military, put in place by President Calderon to fight the cartels, has now become one of them.
The military and the cartels are working alongside. They are together. They're one entity.
These generals, these officers, they cooperate with the cartels. The guns and everything else comes from them. But they don't say it. They blame the U.S. for everything.
Corruption in Mexico is not a problem. It's an institution.
It's a business for the government, for the military, and for the cartels. Why would you stop the business when it's working so well?
The worst of their society coming here to America to prey upon our innocent citizens. And this isn't a problem?
There is not a rancher or a rural resident in this county that hasn't had their home vandalized, hasn't had threats, hasn't personally been in danger from illegals. Every one of us have multiple stories to tell.
You're no longer just seeing an illegal alien coming up here looking for work. You're seeing now individuals that are very military looking, individuals that are coming across the border with AK-47s, AR-15 rifles.
We recently rode along with members of the Pinal Regional SWAT team, several miles into the desert. They call the drug and human smuggling super highway.
Yeah, we've had homicides in this area. We've had law enforcement officers shot in this particular area. The smuggling, the illegal activities, the criminal enterprises operating, that's all here.
This is also a well-traveled staging area used by the smugglers and immigrants, littered with trash, clothes, and backpacks.
At this point, they have all but made it. That's why they're dumping all their gear, and they're getting ready to make that final push. And this just kills me. If this trash was dumped on the White House lawn, this wouldn't be happening. You can guarantee it.
A frustration these deputies live with every day because the federal government isn't doing its job.
President, instead of helping us, high-fives Calderon and drags us into court. This is outrageous.
If we're going to back up and back away and cede pieces of our sovereign nation to the enemy, then, what are we doing?
They have no intentions of sealing this border.
What are we, 45 minutes from downtown Phoenix? That's where our border has been brought to. From this point down to Mexico is open desert.
It's not secure at all. There was nobody guarding anything. Within 15 to 20 minutes, you're in the United States.
When we met Andreas, he was in jail, finally caught after working for the cartels for 4 years, smuggling drugs and humans into the U.S.
It's simple. If you work once a day, it's $5,000. Twice a day, it's $10,000. And the cartels laugh and kid us about your security and your laws.
They don't fear anything. Our justice system, it's a revolving door.
Our system is not working. They are not enforcing the laws of the land.
We turn them over to the feds. The majority of those who are apprehended here are basically VR'd, which stands for voluntary return. No punishment, not even a slap on the hand. This is insanity. So why isn't this a national crisis?
I've had Border Patrol agents specifically tell me that there are places they've been instructed not to go, not to deploy, because it's too dangerous there, and B, it creates a situation that there could be an international incident. And I say, good. I mean, that's what we're having now, isn't it?
We are the United States of America, and all of a sudden we can't enforce our laws and we can't secure our own border.
If we can't even secure our own border, what does that say about us?
There may be more than one there. Yeah, there is. Use caution. You got runners coming to the east side. They're actually going south. Got 2 runners going south now. Yeah, Agent, right there in front of you. Stop. Straight out your driver door. There you go, to your right. You got them.
It's bordering on insanity. Mexican drug gangs kill Americans, and Arizona scrambles to protect its citizens. While the White House files a federal lawsuit to block enforcement of a law they're sworn to uphold. Gangs spread murder and mayhem to every city in this country, while Secretary of State Hillary Clinton reports Arizona to the United Nations to be lectured on human rights by the likes of Angola and Libya. It's time to take back control of America, and you can help us take back our freedom, our safety, and our security. Call toll-free or visit our website to become an NRA member today for only $20. That's a regular $35 value. You'll be a leader in the fight for liberty while receiving extraordinary benefits, including your choice of award-winning monthly magazines, insurance for you and your guns, and much more. You'll also get my new book, Safe, featuring more than 300 pages of instruction and strategies on how to protect your family from home invasion, carjacking, identity theft, most every time